When we visited Australian Human Rights Commission, we had a chance to meet 3 commissioners, and it was such a thought-provoking session where we can discuss about the human rights in Australia, and we learned a lot from how we not only need a legislation to guarantee protection of human rights, but also we need human rights education in order to raise the awareness of the community regarding their human rights.
Our trip to Indicator Politic was really fascinating. It was actually one of the most poignant discussions we've had on this trip because we've been visiting a lot of different organizations, but these guys work with the actual data and the scientific evidence behind what they were saying, and also the historical role of these organizations in the history and the independence of Indonesia. We then look at the hard data that they had of the recent presidential election. They were discussing sort of the role that these religious organizations have with the different political parties and also where they see the future of Indonesian politics.
We visited New South Wales Parliament and we had the opportunity to having a conversation with a member of Parliament, Mr. Jihad Dip. He told us to be a servant leader. He's such an inspiration role model because he connected with the grassroots. Because as a Muslim, we told to giving impact from our community.
So the Indonesian Human Rights Commission was one of my favorite visits. The issues that they're working on are some of the most frustrating issues you come across in Indonesian society. And so it wasn't necessarily an easy meeting, but it really helped us to understand some of the more complicated issues. One of the things I also really enjoyed was the practical way that the Commission is working on these issues. So I look forward to following their work in future.
Tim Watts is a relatively young MP that respect the relation between Indonesia and Australia. His gesture show goodwill to create bright future for Australia without leaving Indonesia behind as Australia's neighbor. And I respect when he emphasized the possibility in democracy and democratic country to try to repair what have been broken.
We visited Wolgi, Yogyakarta, and it was a very informative experience. It was very inspiring to see someone who is so dedicated towards environmental change and sustainability. I must say I have a lot of empathy and respect for what they're doing and what they're dealing with. I feel as though it's going to be something that other countries are going to have to help collaborate with one another on. It was just a really good place to have valuable and meaningful discussions about how we can better positively impact our environments.
It has been an amazing opportunity for me to meet with Bilal El Hayek, Mayor of Canterbury Bankstown Council. I still remember his words, "Honesty always wins," which means when you believe with yourself and you show your true identity and you believe on your strength, you will be an impactful leader.
During our visit in multicultural NSW, I learned that Australia has a really diverse community. In the last 5 years, there has more than 1 million immigrants come to Australia, and a lot of religions, cultures, food, belief, and more. I learned about how could we respect each other, how could we also set boundaries with each other. From this insight, I wanna implement it in my organization to firstly acknowledge the difference between me and also my other team member. Second one, how could we meet at the center point so we could reach our objective together.